G'day folks, it's Cortezerino. Do not adjust your screens, even though this looks pretty freaky. Optifine preview version something or other beta has come out, so I've got my shaders working again. So I thought this would be a really good time to do a bit of a server tour, but a bit of a tour with a difference. Because the last thing I want to do is just run around looking at other people's builds and talking about it. I will get sick of talking. So we're going to do a building tour. I have tons and tons of projects on the go. I always seem to do this. Whoa, the lighting is crazy freaky. I don't know what's going on. I don't usually run around with shaders on. But yeah, I've got tons of projects on the go. This is my current big one, the Guardian Farm. So I thought we'd run around and I would do a little bit on all of my countless projects that I've got going, and we will visit other people's places. On the way, we'll do some flybys. So I think we will start. We see our world is split up into kind of like districts, but they're different civilizations. We've got all kinds. We've got medieval areas. We've got like a medieval Japan. We've got a Nordic area. All kinds of crazy stuff. Greco-Roman. We will see all of these. And we won't go everywhere, but we'll go pretty much everywhere, and I will do little odd jobs on the way. So I think we will start at what you might call our shopping district at the World Tree, because I've got a few things to do there. And this is our big community area, guys. We've got a massive, massive World Tree getting built by Angel in the middle there. And he's just starting on the branches by the looks of it, but that has been a ton of work. You can see all those little yellow things flying around the tree. Look at this, the Optifine's a little bit buggy, but oh well. At least it is working. We've got little bees flying all around the tree there. That was a nice little touch. And all of these buildings around the place are our shops, and we're building them in the themes of the different districts. So each district has a theme, but here in the shopping area, you can build whichever theme you want, as long as it's one of the themes that we're doing in our world. So I guess that's medieval. I'm not sure. It must be a chicken cooker. You can hear them going off. So we've got lots and lots here. Medieval builds. Here's our Greco-Roman one over here. Ooh, cool. Look at this. They've got a root from the tree wrapping over the building. I haven't seen that one before. And what else have we got? Let's make... I've got to keep an eye out for beasties. This world tree is full of spawns. Wow! This netherwort shop looks so good with the shaders. And what a perfect build to put directly underneath the world tree. Although a lot more poisonous looking than the mushroom on the other side. You wouldn't want to be picking that one. And just over here, we've got my Persian random item store. And I actually need to go in here. This is one of the jobs I've got to do. I've got to restock this thing. So I have some new things that I want to sell. And I don't just want to put them into my random item store. I want to build a brand new store. And this store is kind of going to be like a Trident shop. But we're not going to be selling tridents because I haven't got a trident farm. What I do have is all the villages that sell all the enchanted books that you will need to put on your trident, like Impaling and Channeling and Riptide. I am going to sell those books. And I think for the theme of the shop, it should be an underwater shop. So I'm going to turn off my shaders when I build this so I can actually see what I'm doing. But I think I'm going to pick a spot out in the water and just have a lot of sea lanterns there so you can see it. And I will get a conduit going so people can breathe and they can swim out there to my shop. And I think just so like we've got a lot of building to do this episode. We're doing little odd jobs everywhere. Just so I am not trying to reinvent the wheel, I think I'll just do it in the same style as my little dome over here. But it will be using probably a lot of prismarine ingredients. And I'll put that underwater. And just like that, the magic of editing, we are done. And it doesn't show up so good in the shaders, so just for this bit, we might pop out of the shaders and have a look. Well, it's looking a little lonesome down there by itself, but it does stand out. You're not going to miss it. And it does look super cool as you're swimming in. I've got a conduit down here so I can breathe. And even though I'm not actually selling tridents here, I'm just selling the enchants. If you hang around for long enough, you might actually get a trident, because a drowner might come looking for you. But that's looking pretty cool, I think. And I always say, if you want to sell a build, you can't just build it. You've got to build around it. So I've done this little outcrop of rock that it's sitting on, and that's looking pretty cool, I think. I thought about putting corals and all that around there, but this is in an old generated ocean, so I thought too much colour down here might look a little bit weird. Let's quickly pop in here and see if we've had any sales. It's been here for a day, so I'm just using shulker boxes here to store it all because it's nice and colourful. No, we haven't had anything yet. I'm always looking to use this glazed terracotta nowadays because I barely use it, and I think the green just went with this really well. But anyway, that is the job done at the World Tree. We are going to go off to other places, and we'll see how I go flying around with the rockets and actually being able to look at things properly. But we're going to head off to another one of my areas, but we're going to fly by a bunch of builds on the way. Alright, we are currently on top of the World Tree, so I can get a takeoff. And I hope I've got my rockets in my hand. I hope I'm wearing a Elytra, actually. We are going to find out. Let's go for a fly. Yes, we are flying, so I think we need to go this way-ish, and we will start running into things. I don't even know what that is. I haven't seen that before. Spoilers! Aha! Here we go. Oh no, this is Hungry Squid's new little portal area. And this is a big canyon he's digging out for I don't know what reason actually. But this place looks super duper cool. How good is this? I love these towers. And we won't spend too long because we've got a lot to get through. Somewhere around here, yes, is medieval Japan. We've got a big Japanese castle. We've got the, what do you call these? The blossom trees, cherry blossom trees. I don't even remember what they're called. But a beautiful little Japanese house. This is mostly Coop Dizzle's work over here. But yeah, still lots more that can be built in this area. And we are also close to Curly Mally's place, which I'm completely turned around. But I think it's just on the other side of these towers. And it's not exactly what you'd call pretty. It is beautiful, but it is scary. We're basically going into Mordor now. Haha, here we go. Look at the face on this. If my tower is a beacon of light, Curly Mally's tower is something completely different to behold. And of course it is very hard to get a good look at this place. Flying around with the rockets. Look inside here. That is crazy. Well, that took me a little while to find. This is Nutty Chef's colourful city and castle here. It's looking very, very cool. There's Curly's place. If I can get my bearings, I think if we head off in this general direction, we will find Mopbot's place. Basically, the centre of our world has this big lake in the middle. And there are a lot of bases on this side of the lake. I'm on the other side of the lake with a few other people, and these guys call us the desert people for some reason. Like, yes, there is a desert there, but I don't know why that makes us desert people. Where are we going? I am getting lost. Okay, I didn't even recognise this. I didn't know what I was looking at. These are a couple of new server members who, I'm probably showing spoilers here, so we'll keep going. But they've only been on for a few days, and they've already got a little town growing up. But that lets me know where Mopbot's place is. He's doing a Nordic theme. Very, very cool. Let's land so we can have a better look at this. Oh, skeleton horse. I won't necessarily land next to that. So, yep, this place is looking very awesome. I think he's pausing on that for the moment because he's working, well, he's taking over an ocean monument just down this way. But we are going to, yes, he is, and he's doing a little bit of work by the looks of it. Lots of guardians, very cool. We're going to cut across the lake and we're going to go visit my side of town. And we're coming up on Danny Dino Gamer's beautiful tower here. This thing is looking super cool, mate. I absolutely love it. He's doing a mist effect in the pit here. He's got lava right down the bottom and then different layers of glass. Doesn't show up so much in the shaders, but it looks awesome. Anyway, we're going to keep moving. I know I'm getting through these things really quickly, but we've got a lot to do, a lot to visit, and a few things to build while we're at it. So I think if I just keep going past this mountain range, we'll come across my little medieval valley that I've been working on. Here we go. Here's my medieval village that I did a time-lapse for a little while ago. It's looking super cool. Very spawny though. You wouldn't want to walk around here at night. And just up from there is my medieval farm. Always loved the farmland. I think I like it better than the village. And I want to keep expanding this. So that is another little stop that we are going to make. I want to do at least one more field. Maybe run the path somewhere. I'm not sure. And I'm going to clean up these trees because I was building these pretty cool pine trees, and then I started mixing in a few other variations of trees, and I asked people in an episode probably about 10 episodes ago which trees did they like the best, and some people, well, everyone said different sort of things, but I think the majority said just go with the big pine trees. So I'm going to take down these two other ones. We may even build one more of these big pine trees. It's just a border at the edge of my farm, really. I'm not going to do a massive forest. But yeah, we'll stop right here and do that. Well, I sort of did what I said I was going to do. I took down one tree, but then I thought, well, I don't really feel like building big trees at the moment, so I did a little bit of terraforming instead. I've put in a pond, and this is so cool because previously, if you wanted to put reeds around your pond, you would have to use sugar cane, which didn't look that great, but now we've got the seagrass. This is brilliant. It makes it so much more realistic, just having that around the shallows. And then just in this corner over here, we've got the taller seagrass, which is nice. It's got the little greeny bits on top. And I've built some willow trees. I've actually got a sort of strategy I use for building them. I did a tutorial a long time ago when I was really, really bad at talking into the microphone. So you could watch that if you wanted to, and that'll show you how I make willow trees, and I'm pretty proud of myself. I did that one on the diagonal. It looks pretty cool. Decorated that hill a little bit, but it's a bit dark here with the shaders. You can't see it that well. And I've run a little path through here. The path also shoots off in this direction and goes to nowhere at the moment, but we will figure out something for that. And another little field right here. This one's just been harvested. Nothing's been planted in there. And the only other thing I did was move this little crop patch. What would you call it? It's flowers. I'm pretending it's cauliflower or something like that. Anyway, I moved it over a little bit so I could run my path through here. But that is all I've done in this section. And it's actually taken a long time. That took me a day. So much for just doing little odd jobs as we run around the server. Every time I stop, I'm spending about a day there. So I think we've probably only got time for probably one more job. But we've still got the tour to do, so let's keep going on our tour. Let's go visit the desert people. And if you look out the left side of the aircraft, you will see Dragon Tech's Keep. And once again, on the left, you will see Gexu's Aztec Pyramid. Oh, here we go. We're coming into Egypt. So we've got a few little houses here, but if we go just a little bit further, we've got, I guess, a peasant town and a palace. Do we call this a palace? I don't know. I guess we call this a palace. So this one is by a Theiss, and it is super duper cool. Let's try and fly in. Whoa, that flying in was probably a bad idea. Can I fly out without killing myself? There we go. Did you get a good look? No, probably not. Let's go in properly and hope he's lit up the place. It looks like he has. We shouldn't get any beasties down here. So this is very, very nice, mate. Let's get a better aerial view. So this guy is a terrific builder, and Egypt is definitely coming along, but he's also done a tiny little pyramid somewhere out here. I don't know my way around completely, but check out that. We will get to that. Don't you worry about that. He's put a little road out here. Maybe this goes to the pyramid. It's pretty small, so we could miss it pretty easily. Is it over here? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, so I don't know. Like, I kind of think that he could have gone just a touch bigger. I mean, seriously, the guy's insane. Look at the size of that. Alright, let's head back to the Colosseum, which we saw a second ago in the Greco-Roman area. And that is by Crafting Mantis. And she must have built this in the first couple of weeks. It is huge, and we actually had a big UHC kind of event in here where we all did battle, and it was great fun actually. It's a really good arena for that. So then we've got the sunshades up the top, but she's also been working heaps on the area. So this is probably the most well-developed area in our entire server. This has got to be the best bit. The little vineyard, yeah, I did that, so that definitely has to be. This is more impressive than the Colosseum, surely. But yeah, I love my little vineyard. But everything else here is all by Crafting Mantis, and it is fully immersive. It's real. It looks realistic. We've got a big bridge over here. She's done way more on this side. A little amphitheater here, I think it is, where you can watch plays and stuff. And right up the top, more stuff. Like, this place is absolutely phenomenal. This has to be, like, medieval Japan is gorgeous. But as far as the scale of the building and the realism, like, this place is brilliant. And she is my neighbour. My base is just over here. Now, I'm not in a themed area, but I'm bordering Persia, so I'm kind of doing a Persian sort of theme. But here's the Cortezerino base. And a few of you have asked to actually know what's going on in my base, because underneath here, like, I totally haven't finished the tower. I've got to get onto that. We're not doing that this episode, though. But inside of this, it is just one great big machine. So I'm loosely basing this on the, what is it? The Tower of Babel. I'm saying loosely basing it because it's nothing like the Tower of Babel that it would actually look like. I'm just doing a twirly-whirly walkway all the way around. But I will try and show you exactly what I've got going on inside. And it gets pretty dark in here, so we will need to turn these shaders off. So we've got the Villager Trading Hall. This is basically the Iron Trading Hall that I did a tutorial for, but I built this before I designed the Iron Trading Hall, so it's a little bit different and a little bit buggy. There's my horizontal storage silo. The lanterns are all mixed up now. I don't know if that's broken forever in 1.13 or if it's just the update that broke that. Oh, I must have rockets in my hand. There we go. So if we go downstairs a little bit, I've got a massive pumpkin and melon farm, which is supplying all the goodies for that. Underneath, we've got a wheat farm, so that we've got a villager just up the top there, and he's harvesting away, and that hopper minecart is collecting it. And all the ingredients for this just flow into the chests in the ceiling of my trading hall. So I've always got something to trade. Now if we peek through the chests, you can just see into my villager trading hall. So just next to the iron farm above it, you can see I've got this dirt up the top there. That is my simple automatic carrot and potato farm. So I've got carrots on one side, potatoes on the other, and they are supplying vegetables. And you can see this, they're just going into these hopper systems and flowing down into these chests so I can access them from my trading hall. So now we're just on top of the iron farm, which is on top of my trading hall. And here I've got myself a bulk storage room. So when I'm up near my item sorter, I can put stuff in a chest that will send it down here to be stored away. And if we continue up the twirly-whirly walkway, we are getting into parts of the base that I haven't really built very much of. But we've got an item sorter that's just a Tango Tech design. But if we look up, 70 blocks above my other iron farm. I've got another iron farm up the top there, and all the golems just fall straight through to way down into the bowels of the base to get killed. But just below, you see that? That wasn't an iron golem. Just below the iron farm, I've got a little cat-powered creeper farm. So that's how I gets me gunpowder. And I've just got a bunch of other little micro farms scattered around the base. So we're down here at water level. We've got one of these. And if we run through to the other side of the base, we're underneath the domed city here. If we go down a little bit further, we've got a netherwort farm. We've got a really unimpressive, what do you call them? Sea pickle farm. I could do much better than that, but I needed sea pickles for one project and then I never needed it again. Couple of cactus farms here. They will automatically run into furnaces if there's enough fuel to cook the cactuses. If there's not, all the overflow goes in these chests. And then just a little thing for making mushrooms. And inside the domes, it's starting to get dark. On this side, I've got the daylight sensor snow farm. So you stand on the daylight sensor and push up against this bit of cobble wall, and you can hit the snow off how many golems? I've got 4 snow golems there. So you can get it just right angle, so you're never going to lag out. You can just plow away and then run in here and get all the snowballs. And on the other side, I've got a tutorial for this one. It's super good. This is my lag-proof AFK concrete converter. So you stand right here and you place the concrete, a whole line of it up in the air, and then you do the dual hand action, and yeah, it works great. Check out this tutorial. So that is my base as it stands at the moment, guys. Still a lot of work to do. You can see a lot of dirt scaffolding, but it's definitely coming along. I've really got to get this tower done soon though. And this lake around it, there was no lake when I first got here. This was all plains biome, and I've dug that entire thing out. Still got to go a bit deeper, but we are getting closer. But the next project that we're going to get onto, and I think it will be our last project for today, so we're only going to get to 3, and that is the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. This thing is an excuse to have a giant tree farm inside. So the tree farm's very handy. That is open to the public. But I've had it like this for far too long. We need to do some more work on it. So what I want to do is just begin on the next level. We don't have to finish it, but I want to get something done. So basically, this thing is going to be covered in plant life. So what I want to do is just... Well, I've got these slabs here. I want to build something here, a few paths and just some green grass to get it ready for me to build on. So I've got to deal with hidden lighting so we don't get spawns up here. And I'm probably going to build it pretty symmetrical, because once I get all the trees and vegetation in here, this building won't look symmetrical at all. So that's what I kind of like to do. Like my tower over there, it's a very unsymmetrical build because of the twirly-whirly walkway that's constantly getting narrower as it goes up. There is nothing symmetrical about that build, but what I'm doing is I'm trying to make it appear symmetrical. This will be the opposite. It's going to be a very symmetrical build, but it's going to look really crazy once we get all the plants in there. So once again, I'm going to shut up and get something built. Well, it's probably not going to look like I've done that much, but between designing this and then laying all the blocks, this was another day's work. So, you know, this episode of a server tour with my 3 builds I've been doing, that could have been 4 episodes, I think. But I'm pretty happy with this. I haven't done all of it. There are some more slabs up there. I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do with that area just yet. But I've put all the grass down. We've got all our hidden lighting underneath the bushes. And a little fountain over here. And I've put bushes right up around the edges of the wall here, because I intend to eventually have these bushes spilling over the sides. But I think this is looking pretty good, and I'm already getting ideas for what I want to do next. But anyway, guys, let's finish our server tour just on the other side of this mountain. Another one of my favourite places on the server. This is the Chinese district by Green Matthias. Did pretty much, well, he did everything in here. Look at all the detail he's done. You know, in Season 2, that's when Green joined us. He used to say that he wasn't that good of a builder. And I always kind of liked his building, actually, but he always thought he wasn't that good of a builder. But have a look at all he's done. Look at that. It is gorgeous. So, guys, even if you think you're not a very good builder, this is what you can do if you apply yourself. And let's go stand on this building here, because I think this one might be a spoiler. Let's not look at this one too closely. I'm not sure if he's put that video out yet. Oh, that is great up there. I love that. So, thanks for watching, guys. That is the end of our tour. We didn't go absolutely everywhere. There is a moon base in the end I wanted to show you, but I'm not quite sure how to get there. But the episode is running long anyway, so I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm Cortezerino. I'll see you later.